Ahoy! Or hello, or good evening, or happy Monday. And for some reason, I am not speaking. A little puppet. Speak! Speak, fool, and enter. Alright. There we go. Now I'm talking. Yay! Hello, hello, Black Box. Good to see you, as usual. Just open up my fantastic potion. Ooh, strawberry. I may have run out of polymorph for now, but a true addict will always find a way. Ah, what we got? What we got here? We got a comic page. Just gonna do comics. All right, we're gonna make a comic page. Let's do that. Make a comic. You guys cool with making a comic? Let's make a comic. Yeah, I just kind of decided to make it an art stream because I really wasn't feeling like in a gaming mood, and it's way easier to not fake that. So I just figured I would do what I do best, which is pretend to know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. There we go. This one's easy. It's just 3 frickin' panels. Of course, I can't seem to get the rectangle straight to save my life. Zoop. There we go. I am do all the things. Eh. You were ready with Snake. I'm glad that you had a snake with you. Snakes are kind of interesting animals. Good old snakes. Not good for eating. Definitely good for hanging out. I think I'm going to... Oh, first and foremost, boop, boop, and boop. There we go. I'm trying to get into the habit of locking all of my raster layers so I can color later without having problems. Yeah, snake. I mean, I from what I understood, that you started watching the stream with a snake. That's cool. Does Fair Queen know? Is this like Snake Baroness? Oh, like the Baroness from G.I. Joe. Oof. That was a character that should not have been on a children's show. Glad she was, but she should not have been. There you go. Snacks. Now I understand. Not a snake. Snacks. What kind of snacks you got today? Are they lizardish? Hopefully you didn't burn through all your snacks already. I'm that way at a movie. Here. Pizza flavored chips and a tea. I have some. What flavor is it? It's a very sweet person gave it to me at a convention, and I think it's like honey potato chips. They're Japanese, so I'm excited to try them at some point. Oh, hey. You did burn through all your snacks. Oh, well. Looks like you're snackless. No way that you could possibly get up and get more snacks. I have a very sleepy doggy in here with me. All the way down there. Hello, doggy. He had a very long walk today. Okay, let's get this. This isn't the Fabian Zib theme song. I don't know what is. Aside from Highway to the Danger Zone. The only thing that really could beat this would be Kenny Loggins. Well, it's a very well-known phenomena in this particular realm. Every fall, humans change their clocks to mystify and frighten off goblins. Terrible beasts, goblins. They cause all kinds of problems. And they lower the value of the housing market. Very dangerous. Very, very damaging. And so the time change confuses the goblins, and lo and behold, everyone's safe. So maybe don't start tearing apart tradition just because you don't understand it. If I recall correctly, there is one state in the United States that does not do daylight savings time, and I think it's Arizona. And if you're that far in the desert, who cares what time it is? It's hot. Somebody once told me that Antarctica was a desert, and I wanted to be mad. So it's just like, you're telling me I lived in a desert all this time? Not Antarctica, obviously. Caught you this swoopy hair. It's actually kind of fun. Instead of it being incredibly spiky, now it's very swoopy. Swoopy, of course, being the operative term. Also, I don't think I've ever had her bite your lip like that, which, on one hand, it's kind of creepy. On the other hand, I like it. So, it's staying. Your provenance? You mean your province? Provenance is a different word. Today, with Baby and Zib, we're learning words. Big words, little words, words that climb on rocks. Do. Alright. We are getting there. Do. So what else is going on with you, Black Box? How is your Monday? Aside from being woefully unprepared for the stream, how is the rest of your Monday? Monday was not bad. Did my Office Cobalt gig from home. It was very nice. Bye, puppy. Oh, ice cream cake. A great equalizer. Do not blame her. I think I would conk out after probably just one piece. I haven't had ice cream cake in a little while. Oh, jeez, you got a sheet ice cream cake just for shits and giggles. Well, that will provide both of those. Sugar rush and the incredible amounts of diarrhea. Oh, man. Soft serve cannot work. Tiamat did not design me in her infinite wisdom to accept soft serve. I think it's a pretty apt description, though. I think a sheet cake is great. An ice cream sheet cake is great for shits and giggles because that's what you're going to get. Oh, goodness. Hey, Gray. No worries. Lurk away. You lurk while I work. That's how this is. Hope you have a good night. Sorry, I'm trying to do streaming and talking to people and arranging things. It's not a great fit for me. I will say, every time I've had it, Dairy Queen ice cream cake is good. I'm just saying that I am not immune to the repercussions of my hubris when I try to eat it without any kind of repercussion. I accept and understand that the ice cream cake will win pretty much unequivocally, so... Definitely sounds like a yoga tape or something. All right. I see a crown and I see a raccoon with naked hands wielding purple flames. Whatever incredibly subtle message this was is lost on me. For you see, I am a kobold. I do not know such things. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty light night. Well, now it just looks like he's threatening the crown. Boop. And then with a masterful whoop. It's a quiet night on the Fabian stream. No one is really hanging with me, but that's okay. Whoop. Hey, there you go. You can recognize that. Or are you projecting a different universe where Kisuke is a sword and board fighter? No. You just won't rest until Kisuke is essentially Link. Been watching a playthrough of yeah, things might have been different. I had played with the idea. Initially when I was working on him. I think I said it in a previous stream actually. One of the little doodles I did of him was running down a hallway with traps going off everywhere with a shield strapped to his back. And he's just shouting over and over, "I'm a turtle, I'm a turtle, I'm a turtle." Not my best work, but really preferring this brush. Really seems to be doing what I want it to do, which I can appreciate. close up her hair. Yeah, one of these nights I should just try to recreate it. It was all chibi and everything too, so he was real tiny. In the before days, in the long, long ago. There we go. Getting some general inking now. I'm actually going to combine these two layers because they will mess me up if I don't. Learning with Fabian Zeb. Meep. All right. Trap idea. The chibi fire will make anyone in range chibi. Well, it doesn't help. Most Critterkin are already chibi. They're so little. They're just little guys. That's why kobolds find them so annoying. They make good adventurers because they can often slip through traps. Every time I draw somebody with their hand in their pocket, I always mess it up. Like the first couple of times. Totally part of Chrono Trigger. This is when Marl and Frog, or Marley and Frog, make a band, and they sing a really cool song, and Chrono has to play the bass part, even though he doesn't know it. He does a really good job. It's my favorite part of Chrono Trigger. I don't know what you're talking about. And if we travel back in time, maybe we will fight some guys. Or maybe we will just destroy the universe. Remember? Those are the lyrics. Lavos is really, really bad. Friend. Yeah, I don't know why you don't remember one of the most important songs of Chrono Trigger. It really put Nobuo Uematsu on the map. Before then, he was pretty much just an unknown. So part of Chrono Trigger. Such a wiener. Oh, there just happens to be a ton of that Blake Robinson Electric Orchestra doing Chrono Trigger. Yeah, there's like 3 albums worth. They did all of the music and all of the interstitial music, everything, even the little mysterious box music. They did everything. This is going to be interesting because this is one of the first times I'm trying to do kind of a multi-gesture panel where there's like 3 different things going on in this panel, um, without there being any separation. We're gonna see if this works. I'm not incredibly confident that it'll work out. I might have to split it up into 3 different panels. I'd like to not do that. It'd be more fun if I could just keep it one panel. I've seen my cat make this face. Exactly. Won't know until you try. Better to go out in a blaze of glory than nothing at all. Here we go. That's what I'm doing. Messing up royally. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo. There we go. Got to frizz her hair up a little bit. There we go. There. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, Dynamic Cat. I see you there. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good night. Okay. Difficult as this panel part is, I actually was really happy with how the sketch turned out for it. I don't think it's stuck. You might need to refresh. It's on. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Hang on. Mini player. Oh, Great. Now it's gone. Hooray! Ah. Do, 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 do. Man, oh man, where'd you go? Yeah. Okay. No worries. Let me get that figured out. 1 second. Of course, now it's not seeing. Now, of course, it's not seeing mini player. Shut off that. Gonna go ahead and try to get this to work. But it do. But it do. Restart music. Hopefully it works now. Because if it doesn't, this is gonna be even more awkward than normal. Okay. Come on, my guy. All right. All right, fine. You want to play it that way? Let's try this. Interesting. Okay. All right. All right. I know what I'm beat. Super cool. I'm super happy that it's doing this. This is great. I have no idea why it's not doing what it's supposed to because literally nothing changed. You saw it. We all saw it. Nothing changed. Lousy ass mini player. Give me a second here. All right. So I know which one's me. It's got to be this way because if it worked well, everyone would be happy. I see anything there? Nope, just the mic. Just the mic. All right, let's try this again. We're going to remove that one. Meep. We're going to make a new one. Brand new. Brand spanking new one. Meep. And I'm going to do the exact same thing we did before. Mini player. Is mini player not on? That could make the difference. No, it's on. It's for real on. Well, isn't that just a pickled peach? That's the dumbest thing ever. It should be working, but it is not. I'm going to go ahead and quit music altogether. Give it a minute. And then try it again. Because that's pretty much all I can do at this point. That's the extent of my technical troubleshooting abilities. Oops. Let's try to make those fingers a little less monstery, I suppose you could say. Yeah, that's not. Let's fix that. No. I have completely turned the music off in the hopes that giving the app a couple of seconds to fully shut down and start back up, maybe that'll help. Hopefully you can still hear my voice. If you can't hear that, then I'm just talking to myself in a grandiose fashion. Fantastic. Okay. Yeep. All right, music. Let's try this again. I'm gonna turn you on here. And there's the app. Very cool. And here's the window for mini player. And oh, look at that. It's running. It's running, folks. Let's see if we can't get this little bastard to fly. Boop. Not display capture. We're talking either window or application. Let's try music. Okay, nothing there. How about application? All right. Still battling. Still battling. Music? No. Very cool. Not my favorite thing. Very cool. Oh, man. Mini play. God dang it. At least you can hear me. That's cool. Let me try something else here. Maybe we can get some tunes in an alternate way. Let's try this. Oh, man. Well, at least it is a quiet night. No one is expecting anything of me. Okay, let's try this now. Let's see how this works. Oh, great. Now I'm not talking. Fantastic. All right, shut that down. Ugh. Man. I was gonna try to run like YouTube in the background, but that's not working either. All right. Okay, fine. See if I care, music. Oh, I still intensely care. Oh man, come on. Man, oh Manischewitz, this is not working for me today. This is definitely the least cooperative everything has been in a long time. Well, you know what? Use this opportunity to play some music of your own. Maybe you like music that's not the Night in the Woods soundtrack or tons of Chrono Trigger music. Feel free to listen and enjoy your music. What kind of music do you like to listen to? Oh my god. I mean, like I said, I literally changed absolutely nothing. And why is VianoTube having such a hard time today? It shouldn't be. Man. And it's. Am I getting. There we go. Let's try rotating the mic a little bit. There we go. How about now that I've. No, 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 no. Do not change that. That's working. Do not change the things that are working. Oh, man. This is the least favorite part of streaming. Everything just chooses to completely go ass up. Oh yeah, I haven't heard the new Linkin Park album. I would love to listen to it, but man. How is that, by the way? I heard the new Tool album is really good. New-ish. I mean, it's been out for a little while, but I haven't listened to it lately. All right. Gosh, this is like my first stream when I was playing Shining Force with no music or sound. That was just as torturous. Oh, cool. So there was a bunch of like kind of lost songs that they were able to put together in the album. That's cool. I would assume that in the just decades that they've been working together, I'm sure they've got all kinds of songs that they just weren't able to produce or didn't have the time. Yeah, still not sure. I'm a big fan of AI. It's one of those things where you can create something with a computer without any kind of human interaction, or in my case, Cobaldian interaction. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. Does not feel, um, I don't know, real. Always kind of has a little bit of a jank to it, in my experience, anyway. Haven't listened to a whole lot of AI generated audio. Um, haven't been impressed with what I've heard, so I hope their album's good. Honestly, I hope it is. Yeah, that turned out fairly close to what I was looking for. Yeah, kind of like it, kind of a collage effect. I like that. Eh, oh no, 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 we don't even need to do that. There we go. Whew, we the silence is just deafening. It's really disconcerting. I also draw and create better when I typically have music, but well, time was that those things just didn't get finished, and that was just kind of that was it, you know. And I think there's a charm to that. I think there's a very important uh, lesson there. You know, nobody really knew we'd be losing the lead singer of Linkin Park so early. Just makes their life more worthwhile. You know, just my thought. It's all fine and good to complete projects and stuff with AI, but it's person's life is the most important thing. I'm sure there's plenty of artists and musicians I'd love to hear more from. I actually, I thought it was crazy. I was listening to The Weekend, um, and there was some, I can't remember the name of the song, but I just wasn't paying attention, and I thought it was like some unreleased Michael Jackson song. I was like, whoa, I've never heard this MJ song. And then I was like, oh, it's not Michael Jackson. It was crazy. I gotcha. Yeah. Oh my God. It's like starting to bug me now. Can I even get it like going on my side? Yeah, totally. For reals. It's on my side. Okay. Well, how about we do the cool thing and we actually do the thing. That would be really cool if you did the thing. I'd be really happy about it, but you won't for some stupid reason. Am I just on the wrong? This is literally the same thing that's going on with my gaming PC. We were working on it on Friday. And it was just one of those things where it's like there's absolutely no reason this shouldn't be working. There's no logical reason. So, hey, Floof Lover, good to hear you or see you, I should say. I apologize if there's no music because unfortunately, OBS or my computer is being a tool and not a useful one. I wonder. Give me a sec. Man, oh man. There we go. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, sorry, I switched over to my my intro screen there to see if I could jury rig a working music app. Turns out I can't. So that is that's my challenge. So music works on my side, does not work on your side. Everybody wins except for everyone. How you doing, Floof? Didn't see you sneak in there. Sneaking around the stream, just kind of waiting for your time, and then just gonna leap. Oh, you saw it for a second? Really? I will not sing the Battlefield song from Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold because there is too many instruments. It's going to sound like Strong Bad explaining rock and roll. And then the Jew comes in with the synthesizers like and the strong lads on the bass like yeah, that's pretty much what that would sound like. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump on a limb here, and I'm gonna assume no one's here for it. I'm not. I mean, it probably is. To be fair, Brothers Chaps have never steered me wrong. Oh gosh. You really saw the music for a second. That's God. That's so stupid. All of it's stupid. It should not be this ridiculous. Man, it's just not doing it. Just not doing it. I'm working on a future page of Trap Finders, and this was a enormous, for me anyway, an enormous panel, kind of a collage panel, and I just managed to get it done. So, oh, the Singing Mountain from Chrono Trigger. This page, if I recall correctly, this page should be going February? February or March. One of those days. One of those days. One of those months. Yeah, you do not want me singing The Lonely Mountain from Chrono Trigger. It's not gonna be pretty. I'm trying to. What I'm really hoping for is to stockpile enough pages to increase my release date or increase my release schedule to once a week. Is 2 weeks is a little way long. 2 weeks is a little long to wait for comic pages, so I'm kind of hoping I can speed that up a little bit. Ugh, the way my words are getting mixed. I don't know if the monster is working or if it's not working. All right. Yeah, so my hope is I can have enough comic pages. I believe in order to do 6 months, I'd probably need about 25 comics. And that's my goal. Anyway, if I can get up to 25 comics, then I might be able to start doing the whole weekly thing. It's a little ambitious, but so is this year, so. My God, no. Black Box. I used to release, you know how, I used to release this comic twice weekly. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I, I do not push myself too hard because then I don't like doing this. So that is the nice thing about releasing every 2 weeks is that I feel less pressure. But I want the story to get moving and I want to introduce characters and plots and things, and difficult to do with one page every 2 weeks. But I will say we are much further along than we were uh, back in the day. I mean, only a couple of years ago, I had nothing going on. No comic pages. This year has been very, very interesting. Getting Trapfinders back up off the ground and I see. 1 week Monday, 1 week Thursday. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting release schedule. I wouldn't want to confuse people, but that is an interesting schedule. So it gives me a little bit of time. And time, as it turns out, is one of the things that comics just drink. Oh man. Hey, Floof, did you go through the whole comic? There's a lot. I mean, I was just telling them last week, or I think earlier this week. No, it was last week because I can't tell time. Um, that the page that we have up right now is page 351. So lots of pages to read. Well, I just remember you were checking it out before. So kudos if you did. If not, that's okay too. It's all good. Yeah, Halloween did come and go while we were out and about, so that's pretty cool. Can't complain with Halloween. It's the one day of the year I can walk around this realm without needing any kind of hoodie or coat. Everyone likes my little dragon costume, and yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm a little dragon. Okay, I'm gonna add those little lines when I start coloring. I'll give you credit if you got through a few pages. Those early pages in what is it? 2011. God, kind of rough. Yes, big lizard. Every kobold, every kobold believes they're the big lizard, and every one of them is right. Okay. Yeah, that works. Keys, buddy. I think we're going to change this and make your pocket a little bit further. Because once again, you have an enormous ass. Kind of a running gag that Kisuke always seems to have an enormous ass. It's not what I'm shooting for, honestly. Yeah, all art all the time. Apologies if I don't get into any games. I just was not feeling the gaming thing today, and I just thought, you know what? instead of like canceling the stream or doing something drastic, I am just going to make it an art stream. Oh, good. Yep. I may be doing art streams more consistently, just because I tend to enjoy them more. Not that I dislike gaming, but I feel like I'm getting something done, and I'm getting to talk to people while I'm working, which is it's really helpful for me, I would say, just as a cobalt. But all right, buddy. Huh, I'm still dogless. He has not come back. Sad. All right, that's a little bit better. Okay. That did turn out way better than I thought it would. So that's really cool. I'm very happy about that. Now I can do this one, which might have my favorite expression of all time. You know what? I'm beginning to think he did. It is, yeah, it is. It is a little hard to focus on drawing and talking at the same time, especially if you're not trying to do like stream of consciousness. But I'm getting more used to it, and it's pretty good times. I've actually noticed that in recent weeks, the art streams are also much more lively. There's a lot of folks talking and having a good time. Tonight is absolutely the exception because there is nobody else. Y'all are it. That's okay, though. It's kind of like when you walk out of the bathroom and you have toilet paper stuck to your foot. That's what he's like with the music. Oh, yeah. Only need 3 to party. All right, let's pretend for a moment that I know what I'm doing. There we go. If I remember my sitcoms, Three's Company, but you know what? I'll take a party. I swear, I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, and I'm going to find some good line art tutorials. Because I don't think my line art is terrible. It just needs some work. Or at the very least, my technique needs some work. Or, no, I'm perfect. Everything's great. Everyone should love my art the way it is. Ha. That is the constant artist problem. Uh-oh, slightly drunk on the girlfriend's birthday. She probably made you promise to do all kinds of stuff, like do the dishes, the vacuum. And then you sobered up and you're just like, oh no. It's probably the most benign, like, hanging out drunk with your girlfriend. Oh man. There we go. Well, there you go. Drunk ice cream cake. It just sounds difficult. You know, fun. It's funny. I don't do it anymore because it bothered me. I got blackout drunk Oh. No, it was only once. Yeah, only once. I'll never do it again. Um, Weirdly enough, I did not have a hangover. I actually went into work the next day. It was a work uh, Christmas party, and they saw me and they're just like, "Zib, what are you doing here?" I was just like, "It's Monday. I work," and I'm just like, "Yeah, but last night though." I was like, hate to break it to you, but after a certain amount of time, I do not remember." And I didn't like that sensation. With the way they were, I honestly, I probably should have. That's the best part, though, is like I was fine. Didn't need to take a day off. Just came into work, rocked it, and rolled it. And my I think it was the CFO at the time. She was impressed. And she was Scottish, so she knew her way around a drink, and she was shocked that I was not like dead at home. They got Black Fox here doing Linkin Park lyrics. Yeah, I did not like the I did not like the Zib I became when I was blackout drunk. So it was not eggnog. Oh boy, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. See, the thing was, I had plenty of beers, which were fine. Um, but I think the kicker was we did some other event. I think it was painting or something, and it was one of those like wine and painting places. And yeah, I don't know why they busted out vodka, and then yeah, that was it. Downed that and boop. We don't talk about that Zib. Yeah, that Zib. That Zib doesn't exactly exist anymore. Works for me though. Apparently, I told the dog that I loved him very much, a lot, when I got home. So that's cool. Do, 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 do. But yeah, only blackout drunk once, and that was all I needed. Oh, I never got blackout. I've drunk plenty of times. In fact, even after that, I still drank a bit. And if that's what folks like to do, that's cool. Doesn't bother me. It is just not for me. Ooh, we learned that. Okay. Although I did get drunk once. I was slightly north of tipsy. I wasn't incredible. I remember it, so obviously I wasn't incredibly drunk. But I was at a company function, and it was all very casual. It was fun. We were at a bar, and I brought my sketchbook with me at the time, and I just started drawing. I in my drunken stupor, I I managed to think up how to draw a specific scene that I'd been trying to figure out for a while. It's actually chapter 4. Um, but then I started going around to my team members. I'm like, I figured it out. Check this out. And like I was, what's weird is I actually drew it pretty coherently. When I looked at it later, I was like, oh, I think drew a little better when I was drunk. But yeah, it was funny. I was like, check this out. I figured out, guys, I figured out how to do this. Bought your first bottle of whiskey when you turned 21 and you've only opened it 6 times. Now 27. Well, there you go. A little hit of whiskey on your birthday and boop. That's all you need. I was never good at drinking. Um, my claim to fame is my first rum and coke. Um, it's just like an open bar at a friend's birthday, and I was just like, oh yeah, I can make a rum and coke. It's fine. It's just so cool. I can make a rum and coke. It was half rum and half coke. It was a good rum and coke. Oh man, it's good stuff. Keep forgetting you guys can't hear the music. It's actually making me angry because I really do enjoy having music on the stream. If I know Black Fox, yeah, it was probably the same whiskey. I'm sure after 6 years, though, most domestic whiskey is basically grain alcohol. Yeah, absolutely. Nah, had some of that in my family. When you grow up with like 35 brothers and sisters, you see it occasionally. There we go. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Every time I see Jack Daniels, I always think of Kesha because Kesha is a gem and she's hilarious. This smiley ass Keisuke. I love this. I love this little expression. Just his little, there, I did it. Yeah, but I'm proud of Black Fox because he definitely made the choice that's right for him. So that's cool. So I can respect that absolutely. That's a hard thing to watch too. So I definitely hear you, bud. Oh my God, look at him. He's so proud of himself. Arched back and everything. Hands akimbo. Keisuke, you're one of my favorites. Just don't tell Hiroko. Sup, Gray? I just imagine that you're kind of like chilling out in the rafters, playing Oh, what's the game all the humans like? Apex? I think it's Apex. God, remember that hot minute that PUBG was a thing? Now it's just gone. Not gone, but no one cares. Everyone's like, ha ha ha, chicken dinner, yeah. Look at this proud little bastard. Mhm. Yeah, I never got into smoking. Never appealed to me. Don't think I'm missing anything. Actually, I think most of the friends that did smoke told me, yeah, don't start. It sucks. I was like, then why do you do it? And they're like, because it's incredibly difficult to stop. And I believed them. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. Good stuff. Don't kick the squirrel. Or kick the squirrel. I don't know. It's whatever. Whatever you want to do. Although I do know that Tiefling girl is awesome. I kind of want her in my party. All right. So that is the main lining for this specific comic. So I think I can jump over to another one. Yep. Next one in the sequence. I realized I actually had worked on pages that were well ahead of this. So I felt kind of like a ninny, um but no worries. Oops. If Gray really wants a challenge, he should play Baldur's Gate 1. Hell yeah. Get to use Thaco, everyone's favorite thing. The one with the engine for a heart. I'm not sure. I've only seen screenshots. I unfortunately have not been able to dive into Baldur's Gate 3. I would love to in the near future, though. I have a great affinity for Baldur's Gate. Not that I've ever been there or anything, but, you know, sometimes you can just afford a vacation to Waterdeep, and that's it. And there we go. Baldur's Gate 1 is good. It's difficult to kind of get through nowadays because of all the, you know, it being made in like 1998, but still, very good game. Very good characters, very good story. That's the key. Very good story. Whoopsies. Whoopsie poopsies. Let's make sure I'm on the right one. There we go. All right. It's funny. In this desk, I actually have I think it's like the 4 or 6 disc original Baldur's Gate 1. Then I have that D&D uh I have that D&D anthology on DVD that has pretty much all the Baldur's Gate and um, Icewind Dale games. And then I got it on my Magic Rectangle, and it's just one of those things where it's like I've bought this game like 4 times. Each time it's gotten more technologically amazing. At one point it was like, oh my god, it's only on 4 compact discs. That's amazing. And later it's like, oh my god, they're all on one disc. This is amazing. Now it's like I literally condensed this game out of the air and made it appear on my Magic Rectangle. This is amazing. I'm just waiting for Baldur's Gate like Cerebral Edition, where they just kind of just beam it right into your head. And you'll be in the middle of a business meeting and be like, you can see that our quarterly projections are that we'll be 18% above our traditional ROI, and that, well, my end's as clean as an elven arse. Sorry, that was a bad one. I think there is. I think there's that, or there's like a girdle of gender change or something like that. Kobold in a wine barrel drinking to his little heart's content. Yep. That sounds like my Uncle Murray. If there was a wine barrel, he was probably in it. Nice guy. Actually, really interesting because he liked to be on the surface. Eaten by a wyvern, weirdly enough. Did not expect a wyvern. But here we are. I know some people pronounce it wyvern. I just pronounce it whatever we're all screaming while we're running away from it. You'd think that. Honestly, I would have said the same thing right before Murray went. Uh, but yeah, now that paralytic poison, burns. Not comfortable. I'd be cool if it was just, like sting down. That's acceptable. Tiamat would accept that death, I think. But oh man, no. Paralyzed and burning at the same time? No, thank you. Poor Murray. That was a hell of a picnic. A lot of reasons that kobolds don't go on the surface. I mean, adventurers, for one. Besides, we see plenty of them in our dens. But, yeah, it turns out there's a lot of scary monsters out there that do not distinguish between kobold and anything else. Actually, I think my favorite NPC of all time, and obviously I'm biased, but my favorite NPC of all time is the mysterious character that wanders around Icewind Dale. It's this weird coat, like character with a big winter coat, and it's actually 3 kobolds in a trench coat. When I first saw that, I mean, obviously, like I said, I'm very biased, but I was like, oh my god, A, I can't believe I didn't think of this, and B, oh my god, this is the best character. Everyone's like, oh, what about Drizzt Do'Urden? It's like, no. Dark elves, little too angsty for me. Kobolds, though, we're real, Keep it real, keep it light, keep it fun. A surprise drunk kobold is a tactical advantage in most situations. There's usually about a 75 to 80% chance that a drunk kobold does not have pants, and that adds to the surprise factor. Lizards are great. We've got scales and horns and teeth, more scales. I'm tempted to think that pangolins just were these adorable little animals that were like, I want to be part dragon. And then they just manifested its own destiny. Certain circles would even try to convince you that there are fuzzy dragons out there, which, to each their own. To each their own. I mean, I'm sure Tiamat wouldn't abide an abomination like that, but, that's to each their own. Getting all judgy with people's likes. Black Fox's name is Black Fox, but he actually really loves ferrets. Okay. Man, I hope you guys are listening to your own music at this point, because like, I am not entertaining today. I apologize. I desperately apologize. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I am not the best alchemist in the world. You've seen what happens when I use polymorph. Let's see, maybe there's some left in this flask. Hang on. Is that going to do anything? Oh, yep, there you go. Polymorph. Hell of a potion. Love it. Love everything about it. Got the Night in the Woods trailer music going on right now from album 2. Yep. Girlfriend's obsessed with ferrets, and so you are all about ferrets. How did I change? Oh, just I apparently there was a little bit left in my flask here for polymorph. Poof. Now I'm Katya. Probably because I've been drawing Katya like all day. This is like the most relatable expression. Yes, I'm experimenting with polymorph to see if I can get new and interesting forms. So far, not too bad, but mostly stuff that I've been working with on a consistent basis. I think that Katya is this like super tough monster hunter, but I don't know what it is when she has like the oh cool eyes, like the like just like realization kind of face. I don't know. It's very cute. She kind of has like a little kid kind of expression. That's cute. Wonder, I guess, is what you could call it. Something I've always been surprised at where people will make a like a fantastic setting and world with characters and stuff. And no one is impressed by magic. It's just like, oh, fireball, really? I don't know about clone, honestly. Tiamat would not need two of me, though I'm sure she would admit how great that would be. Uh, 2 Zibs. Yoink. I suppose it does. It does make sense to a degree. I guess for me, it's just one of those. You know, man, there's freaking magic happening. You could be a little bit excited. I mean, you see people ride bicycles every day, but when someone pops a wheelie, you're like, yeah. You're not like, oh, a wheelie, really? Well, good pop a wheelie. He's cooler than you. You know, that kind of thing. I am fortunate that bicycles have not yet been discovered on Rill. I have no doubt that they would claim many kobold lives. The sheer curiosity would claim entire clans, I guarantee it. There we go. Yeah, exactly. See? Yeah, fair point. If somebody crumples up a piece of paper and throws it, and it gets in the garbage can. Do you not go, hell yeah? Yeah. That's everyday life. That's boring stuff. You still get excited about it. We're all looking for something to be excited about. Whether or not we find it is kind of the whole part of life, I guess. Gonna wax philosophical while I draw a raccoon with an earring. That is one thing I think Harry Potter did well, is that even though they were at a magic school, learning magic because they were going to, use magic, um, they were still interested in it. Like it was like, I can cast magic. Whoa, this is cool. There was that wonder there. Doot, doot, doot. Apparently, I am just going all over these little accent lines today. False mimic. There we go. I am purposely trying to give myself more space here because I have a nasty tendency um, to draw huge in my panels, and then I have no room for dialogue. I have no room for any kind of text, and unfortunately, I'm a wordy bastard, so I kind of need some space. Not this much, obviously, all the time. But it's nice to not be crowded. It's nice to not have so much of my space be swarming with text balloons. Oh, wow. Stretchy stretch. Yeah, let's try this one here. This is a cute little panel, isn't it? Oh, I should drop this down. I can barely see. Boop. There we go. That's better. Oh, I can. Actually, it's something I saw Rick Griffin do a long time ago. He did his text before anything else, which he's a writer. It makes sense. But the only thing that stops me from doing that on a more consistent basis is the fact that I don't always know what my sketch is going to be. So having the text in like a predetermined position is a little tricky, but it can be done. So that's a good suggestion. It's one of the problems about doing comics is that there are a million ways of doing almost anything, but it is really handy when people point it out. So thank you. God, polymorph's getting me burpy. Oh goodness. Oh, so many burps. Okay. It was a wicked little laugh, wasn't it? Oh, the false mimic. It's a chest that looks like a mimic, but it's actually a chest full of explosives. Oh, I get you. It should still be sticky like a mimic. It's like you attack it and you're just like, oh man, sword's stuck. And then like the chest pops open and it's like, oh whoa, it's not a mimic at all. It's full of dynamite. And that's when it detonates. Or my personal favorite, you slide a piece of paper over to an enemy. You're just like, hey, here's the conditions of our surrender, and they're like, oh, this is awesome. Yes, we've beaten the heroes. And then they open the parchment and they read it, and it says, I prepared explosive runes today, and then it blows up. That spell is no joke. We went through a lot of teachers at Magic College. Half the reason I dropped out. There we go. I just had the funny thought. Uh, One of the streams I actually quite enjoy. Maybe you've seen it, Floof. The Bob Ross channel. They'll just run streams of Bob Ross's show, and they're always very good. They're very entertaining. I know a lot of artists kind of poo poo his methods, but to be honest, I really appreciate them because they give you a sense of accomplishment, and you definitely learn a lot. Um, Using his yeah, I love Bob Ross. Um, but I was just thinking, I was just like, God, this is terrible. They can't hear anything. I'm like, you know what? Bob Ross never had music on his show because you're too busy listening to Bob Ross. So there you go. That's my justification. I really just want you guys to have a good time. So that's my only major concern. Some of Bob Ross's quotes are beautiful. I think it was Melody Sheep that did a it was a PBS thingy. Um, yeah. What? You mean my soothing voice? No, no, no. God, no. Um, there was yeah, Melody Sheep. They did a PBS kind of pseudo album. It's on YouTube. Um, but there's this beautiful rendition that they did for Bob Ross, and it's kind of like a dance tune, but um, it's got some of his great quotes in there, and it's just so nice. They did one for oh gosh, they've done them for a lot of good ones, like LeVar Burton, um, and um, Julia Child. Oh my God, she was so cool. I watched her video, um, because I'd never heard of her. I was like, what is this? And she was a fascinating lady. I think that's the real gem about a lot of these videos that Melody Sheep does is that you want to look these people up afterwards. Um, and Julia Childs did the Joy of Cooking on PBS for a long, long time. Um, but oh man, just so cool. Like just neat to see people doing stuff and I don't know, like being in their element. Like even LeVar Burton was cool. Um, because he's talking about books. Loved LeVar. Loved reading Rainbow. There we go. Okay. I'm glad my voice is still soothing because I was using it all day at work. I have been accused of being a robot before, which is slightly annoying, but also kind of neat. Doopy-doopy-doo. Let's not do one contiguous line. That's not a great one to do. Yeah, Joy of Cooking was a very nice show. Um, I think that's an interesting thing about looking at some of the old PBS stuff is that it was so interesting to see people so gentle. RoboZip never stops working. Thank you for calling company. My name is Zib. How may I direct your inquiry? Beep boop. I kind of want there just to be like a little balloon here with like a Kissy. Just a little smiley. He's a smiley boy. Smiley boy Kisuke. He's got a lot to smile about nowadays. There we are. Okay. It's interesting. I've worked on comics for a long time now, and I'm not getting better at it. No, I I find myself trying to find I find myself trying to find resources that will help me get faster. Um, thank you. Um, but um, but no, it's interesting because like comics production is so different than all the other art projects I've ever done, and it is a continual learning cycle. Like there's always something going on, or some other new technique that you can use. It's kind of like being in Dragon Ball Z. Like I I will never get to Ultra Instinct, but I can try. Everyone thinks they're the Vegeta. Very few of them are. Oh, I appreciate that. That's part of the reason I do these streams is to not only get things done because it really helps, but just to motivate myself to learn something new. I was watching some videos by the Starfish Face. She's really good. She's got some great tutorials. Um, I I try. There's sometimes I have no time for it, um, yeah, I was watching these videos by the Starfish Face, and she's really good. And she was saying one of the neat things about doing comics is that you will draw things that you've never drawn before because of just how the story goes. Like this story has a car in it. Well, I've never drawn a car before, so now I'm gonna have to learn how to draw a car. Things like that. Yes, their hands no longer look like orbs, and their tails don't look like balls. Although I don't know how to take that. You see them kids, their tails look like balls. As their shapes have gotten a little bit more complicated as I've learned, but it is a constant state of learning. And it's just nice to have people, you know, on the journey with you, just to talk at. Yeah, it's interesting. I think Gray was really nice. Actually, he had like a real, uh, just a really nice observations about um, the chapter as it is right now, and it was really cool because on one hand, as a creator, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, that's something to learn from, and then on the other hand, I'm just like, hey, you read it. That's a cool feeling, I will say. That's how I felt when Black Fox first started commenting. One of my first commenters. All them years ago, back when you were a young, naive fool. Yeah, I think Black Fox is one of my first readers. Aside from my best friend and a few of my other close friends. I think he was one of my first fans, one of my first real readers. And God, that was something like 12 years ago. Good grief. See, it's still important. It's still important, even though he showed up. That's one of the best things when people show up of their own volition and they're not being tricked into reading a comic. No, it's fun seeing people find it and just seeing them read it and some of the characters that they like. I'm surprised. Like, oh, I didn't know you'd like that character. And then other characters like, oh, I thought they liked this one. But or stories or plot points or things like that. It's interesting. It's definitely something I hold very dear as an experience. Yep, you're still a young gullible pup. Get suckered into my furry comic. Yeah, Black Fox was the infection vector, so he got gray for me. Nah, they're all good folks. I haven't. I've helped at I've helped at conventions, but I have not tabled myself. Gosh, I think maybe 8 years ago or so, I might have had some Trapfinders bookmarks made. God, I think I still have them. Oh my God, I know I still have. Actually, I might have to go rummaging. Yeah, I might actually have to go rummaging and find them. I know I still have like a box of them. It is, not like 8,000, but like maybe like 25 or 50 of them left. Uh, yeah, gosh, that has to be from like 2008, 2008, 2018, maybe 2017, ages ago. Yeah, they did a very good job of it too. Now they do. Now they got out of the custom fursuits game, and they're doing parts, and they're doing very well actually. A lot of excited folks. They go to conventions all the time. Yes, disguised as a corgi. There's a wee thing then. But there we go. Oh man, okay. There we go. right, let's see what I've got left. I think I've got a few more things I can work on here. Let's see. One moment. Boop. That's done. Actually, I have a terrible, terrible habit of not saving while I am working on stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure I save up on everything. Oh, yeah, Mango's out there somewhere. He's in one of my sketches. Oh, excuse me. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. So much saving going on. Okay. Phew. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much all my regular comic work. Oh, I do have a page for February 12th that is currently being colored. Could work on that. Yeah, we're not too. Actually, we're not too. Not doing too bad. Let's see what else do I got. Sorry, I have a lot of projects. I like to keep them under wraps. Okay. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Okay. Oh yeah. There's that splash art that I've been trying to work on for like 6 or 7 weeks. I don't even know where it went. Is it just in my general art folder? Now I'm talking to myself, so it's in here somewhere. I know it is. I'll have to mess around and find it later. Oh hey. It's funny when you go looking for different projects and you find like other stuff you've been looking for. Like, oh yeah, there you go. Let's see. I was trying to make and I might still use this. I was trying to make a oh, what would you call it? Not a business card, but like a hey, my name's Zib and I have a stream and you should come check it out because I like to hang out with people and talk while I draw my nonsense comic. And this was one of the proposed images for it. Just me hugging a pencil. Oh, you have no idea. I have to do a huge deep clean. It's the classic conundrum of I need to save this. I'll just save this as Untitled and Untitled 2 and Untitled 3 and so on. Yeah, I thought this one was cute. I might use it still for something. There he is. I don't have a whole lot of art of him. Amazingly enough, of me, if you will. Still working on getting some more of him done, but yeah, it's a cute little guy. Let's see. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. This is another puppet that I was working on. I might return to this at some point. This is another puppet that I was working on. Being behind a DM screen. It's no secret that I do like to make the dungeon mastery. I also like the grumpy dragon here. And the absolutely not the Dungeons and Dragons DM screen. That's totally the Dagron's in danger. It's different. It's a different game all entirely. Oh god, I'm sure I have the original in here somewhere. One second. Now that we're playing, check out my files. Let's see. Oh, come on now. Oh well, there's always my break. You know, we never see it because I never take a break. But this is the little break image that I have. That one's pretty cute. It's pretty fun. What else? Oh yeah, this was the. I think this was my original self-portrait from way back in the day. I'm not sure why I decided to go with the lavender lavender eyelids, but I have since yellowed out a bit. But as you can see, I can fit very easily into a human-sized hoodie. It's more of a robe, really, but works out. Yeah, some of my old stuff there. Still working on get some more stuff done. Yeah, I got a little hoodie. Well, a big hoodie because it's human-sized. Yep. These are also much more amicable with tails. Since there's so much fabric, they can kind of go over the tail like that. So people keep saying they hate to see me leave, but they love to watch me walk away, and I don't know what that means. All right. What else? A lot of cute stuff here. Yeah, just memory lane now with all my stuff. I have so many comics. Jesus. Oh, sweet dragon Jesus. Let's see here. Yep, Polymorph wore off. Here I am. Back I am. All right. What else do I have here? A couple more things. Let's see. I know. Yeah, I know. Jam is in here somewhere. Yes, it's gaming mode. I think what surprises and upsets me is my lack of knowing where stuff is. Is there older pages? Cool. Old enough that they don't have previews. Okay, no, there they are. Okay. Have a bunch of unused concepts here. Save those for later. Oh, do I honestly have some? Oh, I don't have some of my old holiday art. It's still on the site, so I mean it's available, but it's a little lame now. um oh gosh. Oh, that's an old one. Okay. Where's the character sheets? There's Jam. Knew she was in here somewhere. And that reminds me, I want to figure out where that. I did a splash image that I was going to be doing for the site anyway, but I managed to. Oh yeah, there's that one. I'm just finding and selecting a bunch of old stuff here for your viewing entertainment. Because this is where I'm at now. There's Jam. Okay. Huh. I wonder where that splash went. It's got to be here somewhere. I'm not going to dig all night for it, but I know I saved it. Yeah, I might actually do a bit of a file cleanup tonight when I'm done with the stream. Oh, yeah. This is actually one of my favorite pieces of Kisuke. There we go. Here he is. I love this one. Just one of my absolute favorites. This is going to be on his if I ever get around to doing a character introduction page. This is definitely going to be on there. Yes, the design for the sword is very important. Very special. Very different. Let's see. This is a very old Hiroko. Very old Hiroko. I was desperately trying to figure out shading, and it did not work. Just doing a little hop. Let's see. There's Jam. Yeah. Kind of the banded male. Let's see. Well, I have tried. I have tried to get better. This is probably, actually, I think when I was doing this one, I was following a tutorial just for like light shading and things of that nature. But, hell, I'd make a sticker out of that, actually. Oh, is the sketch still in here? I think it is. I think it is. Hang on. There's the line art. I am happy with the line art on this one. Yeah, I very rarely am happy with the line art. There we go. No, it's just it's one of those things where it's like, now I have to do this on my own. It's like I have followed this step by step. Now I have to do it on my own and remember it. But I will say the colors there are just to differentiate the different garments. That is not what his original colors were supposed to be. He is not a henchman for the Joker, but yeah, this was the original sketch layer that I did. I don't know, it clicked from like the first sketch. I was like, no, this works, and then I just went from there to the line art, and then from there to the colored and shaded piece. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a nice little trip down memory lane. Okay, let's see. What else we got going on here? Yep, Jam, of course. This was like an on-the-fly request that Black Fox had for his girlfriend's character. Jam. Jasmine, a.k.a. Jam. She's very drow with her wrist crossbow. It's very cool, though. Kind of a mixture of plate, leather, banded mail. Since she's a ferret, she's very elongated. So there's a lot that has to be. There's a lot of armor that needs to be on there. So. And I think this was the design of Hiroko for chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. She's changed a little bit. She's gotten a little taller. She's a little drunker. And she's a little bit in everyone's hearts. She's such a little peanut. Oh God, there it is. Okay, there she is without the lousy lousy shading attempt. And that's the original doodle. Actually, I just kind of doodled that one. I think it was in a notebook somewhere. And then later I came across the sketch. I'm like, that's really cute. And I just decided to work on it. So, okay. What else we got? What else we got? That's pretty much all I have right now for older stuff. Yeah, I really think I should make a sticker out of him. Just worked out really good. There we go. Let's see. Yes, she is Enchanted Wonderweave. It's a analog and rill to chainmail. Instead of it being metal, it's a very flexible, tough material uh, called Wonderweave. And let's see. I was doing a little bit of coloring here. I should do some stickers. I should do some character stickers and some sticker packs. I did a called them Kob Oz because they're little tiny kobolds just doing little kobold stuff, and they were really cute. They're somewhere. I have to find those. Unfortunately, there's a lot of art that's on my completely borked PC that I need to get. Okay, doop-doo. I learned this particular coloring method again from the Starfish Face. Um, I had never, um, I had never done coloring this way, and it is way faster and way better. Yep, Anna's another character idea that Black Fox had. She's had a little mention in the comic. It's not sure how far we'll get with that, but very interesting character design. This is a feature of Clip Studio that I absolutely love. I'm able to take a page that I worked on previously and use it for all of my color references and everything like that. I don't have to zip between files. It's just right there in the subview folder. I love it. I just absolutely love that feature. You know what? Her hair constantly does that thing. Various scaling. Okay. That's what I was looking for. That's better. Okay. I seem to have an issue with uh, the the flood fill not filling everything. Oh yes, Teddy, Theodore, bartender. He's a badger. I like badgers. They are beloved pets of kobolds, whether they want to be or not. They call them striped dogs. Like, man, you think your poodle is tough? You haven't run into a badger on a bad day. In fact, the NSP song "Release the Kraken" was originally "Release the Badger," um, but it was too scary, so they had to change it. I appreciate them pushing that limit though. There we go. Badgers are built different. I still find it crazy to think that I read this a while ago that dachshunds were bred to hunt and kill badgers. I have never seen a dachshund kill anything other than like a stuffed animal. So when I heard that, I was immediately skeptical. I was like, first off, that's rude. That badger is somebody's pet. Second, no. Anything that can be called a wiener dog is probably not going to kill a badger. But you know what? They got big digging claws and big old floppy dumb ears. It is, I've found in this realm, it is impossible to talk about dogs without getting some kind of weird voice going on. So I'm assuming everyone does that. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. She does have a name, and she actually has graduated from guard into a different class. Her name is Tera. 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 Just came to me while I was drawing her. I was just like, huh, Tera. Actually, Floof probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. I don't think he's on the Discord yet. But one sec, I can show you, Floof. Let's see here. Yes, join. Join. Be part of our merry band of miscreants. Where are you, Tara? I know you're in here. There we go. We'll open up the clip file because the clip file is much higher quality. Oh, Tara? Tara will actually be a member in the comic. Just drew her the other day, and it came out. And I was like, oh my god, she's adorable. So, but yeah, that's Tara. She's a pig, and she's cute. Yeah, yeah. Tara will be a character sometime in the near future. Um, it was one of those ones that just kind of fell out of the pencil. I'm like, ah, crap. Yeah, she's cute. She's got this little heart necklace. She's got little hazily green eyes and an eyebrow ring and some earrings. So, yeah, that's Tara. And I'm excited to throw her in there. This was a kind of a bumped into the street or bumped into each other in the street and kind of just saw each other. So, oh yeah, I mean Black Fox, you can send him the Discord. The Discord's open, so they can join whenever they want. Um, oh, thanks, Floof. I just this just worked for some reason, and I was very happy about it. So cool. But yeah, that's Tara. She will be interesting to work with because I have a few ideas for her, including her unwitting demise. Nah, she's a cutie. She is actually helping me out because she'll be able to do a few things that the cast can't do for me at the moment, just um, with their positioning and their blocking within the story. So, um, yeah, it'll be cute. It'll be really nice to kind of get her in there. Yeah, I don't have a name for her yet. She's just hairdresser horse lady. She's cute though. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, cute little thing. She's just a hairdresser that's trying to tame Kisuke's horrible hair since he hasn't cut it for a couple of years or at least some months, and she has to get out the heavy duty equipment. But yeah, she's cute. I don't have a name for her yet. I don't know if she'll be a recurring character or anything, but yeah. Yes, she has little hoof fingers because I'm like, she needs to have fingers. I can't. She needs to have fingers. I've only just started drawing fingers in their entirety. Please don't take that away from me. Don't take that away from me, me. There we go. All right. And just filling in a little bit of stuff there. All right. Boop. Put your little eyes in there, buddy. I do find myself talking to them every so often. Like, oh, hey, buddy. Let me get that for you. Let me fix that. Nice job, buddy. That last scene was good. And give him a little bit of a, just for a little bit of a nose crinkle there. Actually, it's funny because yeah, I don't know, man. I I've already played around with the Clip Studio lighting app, which it's nice. It's actually helpful for kind of figuring it out, or at the very least, seeing what a light source would do in a situation. But it's still got a long way to go. And man, I've seen some AI colors that are just not great. Yeah, it's an interesting point. Um, just occurs to me. Not trying to get on a soapbox here. But I do appreciate the idea of some of these AI thingies being tools to help people speed up. It's like, oh, I get it. It's trying to speed up production or speed up whatever. And that's fine. I understand that. But that's one of the key elements of art I've found is that it takes time. It's just that's the currency that you deal in. You deal in time and in effort. I mean, those are the two major currencies of art. And I don't know. I would never want to take that from somebody. It's very interesting to complete something. I mean, looking back at 351 pages of comics, it's like, who have you ever drawn 350 pages of anything? I mean, it feels incredible to look at it, and it was incredibly painful at some points. But I feel like I learned quite a bit, and you can't learn that with with just having it done for you. But like I said, I do understand and appreciate the idea of making things a little easier, um, or taking some of the work off your plate. But it always is an important thing, though, to create, to do stuff yourself. It's a silly little point that I make all the time, but still. There we go. And get your little muzzle. Ba-doop-ba-doop. And Floof, I will say that there are more lizards in this comic. They're all underground at the moment, but there are more lizards in this comic. So if you have any interest, stay tuned. Yes, can you imagine why I've moved away from studded leather for Katya? Because it takes for frickin' ever to draw. Oh, you don't understand. We kobolds run the underground. There is nothing underground that we don't own. It is kind of a problem for other people. We are the unmitigated masters of rock and stone. And anyone who says otherwise is some filthy gnome apologist. I won't have it. Not here, not now, not ever. And can I get Yes, there we go. I don't think Floof's gotten very far, but maybe they've run into the color spray trap. There's a few. There will be more traps. I realized very soon after restarting, not restarting, but kind of continuing the comic. I was like, I got to get some more traps in there. Because, trap binders, you kind of expect that there'd be some, I don't know, traps. It could just be that everyone is really, really great at working out at the gym. And everyone just really wants those traps. Get as big as they can. You have traps like Goku. I think I need to make a new band. That band's name needs to be Traps Like Goku. Okay. I'm so glad. This is one of the last pages that I have to draw her studded leather. That is not going to be a thing. We're going breastplate. That's it. But of course, we need pants because this comic is not NSFW. I always laugh at the thought of it because I'm just like, very few people read it now. I don't think anyone's going to read it if I start going that direction. Yeah, color that leather. Color it good. Color that leather like you knew you would. There we are. And it's time for all the silver. All the silver in the world. I didn't know the the functioning portion of studded leather, studded mail, I guess. Um, Never really understood it. And I had a friend who is very much into these things. Show me that the reason studded leather was a competent armor was the fact that each of these little studs has a little disc of metal behind it, kind of like a hi hat or a cymbal on a drum kit. Um, so it's kind of deceptive in the fact that it's like, oh, those little studs aren't going to deflect anything. It's like, well, no, by themselves they won't. They might absorb some of the damage, but yeah, it's actually the little pieces of metal underneath. Oh yes, no more studded leather makes me make happy noises. Oof. Although I don't make it any easier on myself with some of the other stuff I've used, but it's fun and I like it. It's like my mother used to say way back when I was a little hatchling. Oh God, kill it, kill it, kill it. It's going for the children. Kill it. You know, it just kind of makes you think. There we go. You may be saying to yourself, Zib, she's wearing dark gray to black studded leather. Why would she have brown gloves? And the answer is, I have no color coordination and continuity. Yes, they do. The cast absolutely needs more um, casual outfits. I think we only saw Kisuke in more casual dress because uh, his butt got hurt, so he was sitting in the river, soaking his butt. Um, his tail, I suppose, is really the. I say butt, it sounds bad. So, he was in shorts, and then I think we've seen Hiroko in her jammies a couple times. So, yes, there definitely need to be more casual outfits. Something like this, look at this little shirt, got some little pants there. Just, like, look at those pants. Those are normal pants right there. This shirt right here, look at that. That is a shirt. No armor here. Mm-mm. There we are. I turned up the threshold on the fill tool, and it is still Garbo and Malloy. Yeah, I wasn't really ready to let the striped shirt go. Hey, no problem, Floof. Thanks for stopping in. It was really nice to have you. Thanks so much for participating, and I hope I see you in the next one or sometime soon. You take care and have a good night, okay? Yay. All right. Gosh, It is getting near that time, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, the striped shirt. I wasn't prepared to fully get rid of it. So the next shirt that he has will be a little bit more plain, but it'll have some stripes on it, kind of in it, just to kind of help me with volume and mass. Look at his little feet. Look at his little boots. Those don't even make like a tromp noise. They make like a noise. You know. Oh man, I'm feeling it tonight. This is good though. I've really been happy with these heart streams. Oh, excuse me. Whew. My superior draconic snoot almost knocked that microphone right into the stratosphere. It did not. I mean, that is, for me, it was I needed to break up the colors. And I'm like, well, we've already gone with black for everything, so let's just either go with full black, which just doesn't work, or brown, which doesn't work but it's visible. So we'll change that up shortly. That won't be an issue going forward. Oh, this shoulder of mine. Here we go. Oops. 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 Boop. 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 Getting all the boops in. Oh, this has been a. Oh, it's one of the injuries I picked up when I was riding around on bicycles. I believe the setup was that I was falling over onto my left side, and then I grabbed for a tree um, to steady myself, and then the tree gave way, which, as you might imagine, was a little bit of a shock. I thought, hey, here's something that could save me. A freaking tree. Never again. I just don't trust trees anymore. Every time I see a paper mill, I'm just like, you get 'em, fellas. It's gotten somewhat better in the last few weeks. There's just certain movements and certain ways I can lay on it that actually do not work well for me. I am hoping for a steampunk shoulder replacement in the mail shortly. Yeah, yeah. No, that's a thing. It really is a thing. That's how the doggo feels with his arthritis. Whenever the weather changes, gets a little achy. There's nothing sadder than like a achy doggo. I mean, two achy doggos, but Oh, my body, she tells me it is time to curl up in the sock drawer. Had to get the winter socks out for the sock drawer. Yeah, I don't mind Solar Punk. Solar Punk's pretty cool. The NASA Punk that Starfield was supposed to have is interesting. It was a cool touch. Unless that's what they're calling Solar Punk now. Used to mean punk was punk. Now there's all kinds of punks. As inclusive as the punk movement was. Doubt there'd be this many punks, but who am I to argue? Oh my gosh. I'm just losing it here. Solar punk. Yeah, space punk. That makes sense. God, does anybody remember what was it called? Oh god, it was a Capcom franchise. I was just talking about it not too long ago. It was it was a Capcom game that was on a it was like after apocalypse and the world was in another ice age and like the currency was heat, something like that. Lost Planet maybe. I could be very wrong on that, but that was an interesting aesthetic. There we go. Oh, Katya is mostly taken care of, so that's good. Oh, that's not going to do. That will not do. That will not do, Fabian Zib. And I will tell them, no, it will not do. And I go and I color it some more. Because I made a goof. That's entirely possible. It's been about, oh my God, how long has it been? It's been about 12 years, 12 or 13 years since I was aware of Lost Planet. Um, so that could very well be. Ice Planet. Who wants to live on an ice planet? Boo earns. Of course, we got a little cameo from Hiroko here in the front. Looking fantastic as always. Oh, you own 2 and 3. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember when the first one came out. It was kind of a big to do at the time. I think it kind of died off pretty quick. I don't think Capcom really gave it the support it needed. Um, I think they were just kind of hunting for a not necessarily a like a Halo killer, but like some kind of competition for that. I don't think they found what they were looking for. All right. Oops. some little scuffies here. There we go. Let's see if the dust tool actually does what it's supposed to today. Fill leftover. Okay. Dust size 50, brush size, prefer multiple. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's doing it. It's awesome. It's exactly what I wanted. Does it for some stuff, but not for everything. Still, it definitely gets in there where I need it to. I struggle with that tool a lot. Uh, its entire point is to make things faster, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I've been absolutely trying to figure out what makes it not work because it by all rights, it should. Yeah, at least something's working. I get you, Black Box. Sorry about the music again. I know it's not exactly top-notch audio here, but sometimes you just got to keep going. As much as I'd love to stop and be like, nothing's perfect, it's like, okay, well, yeah, nothing is perfect, but I still have comic pages to do, man. So that's how it is sometimes. Things aren't perfect, but you just got to keep going with what you got. I do love this like crumpled Hiroko. It's like the we've all been there sometime. Oh my goodness. Here we are at 2.5 hours. You know, I might call it for tonight. I am getting tired. My back's a little tired as well. Ooh, can't even keep close to the microphone. Um, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna call it tonight. This has been a lot of art, but I've gotten a lot done. Uh, really happy with how this turned out. Um, definitely something I'm excited to work on some more. This one turned out great too, so that's excellent. Definitely have a huge oh yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? What does what does Casca call him? Or what does Katya call him? You know? She calls him Maska all the time. Which I think one of the first pages of this chapter was Malenkia Maska, which is Little Mask. So she calls him his nickname all the time, Maska. Doesn't sound anything like Kisuke, does it? Okay. Trapfinders trivia is over. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Black Box. It's been nice to have you here. Gray, thanks for lurking. It was nice to have you with us. Floof, nice to have you too. Dynamic Cat, everybody else, it's been really nice having you here. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and we should be to back to it on Thursday. So, hooey, what a night. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for being with me, everybody. I hope you all have a good evening. Catch you next time. Bye bye.